get to it then, my people.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, welcome back, everybody. This is especially important because Bauer has been, Chris has been away for a little while. He wants to give me a brief recap of what we got up to the last couple of weeks.
Beat a kraken. Dealt with that asshole sword. Which I think Remus took care of. Yeah, Remus took care of it. Yeah, the one that was the Pirate King. That was in the Kraken. So, Remus helped us out by basically putting it inside his former prison for the moment, because that was the best option we had. Then we left to head back towards, I guess,
Aventine.
Aventine and Aemon's Kingdom.
Yes, because we have news that the Tarrasque is waking up.
Yes.
There's a whole bunch of shit happening.
Yes.
All at
also,
once,
my
yes.
home is being attacked.
The drow went to the people under the Viscerat for help, so Christona teleported over there to talk to them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we also got 6,250 gold each.
Mm-hmm.
You did?
How much was that?
6,250.
Good times.
And
God, the sheets have updated and it's all different, and I'm confused.
Oh, roll 20. How good of you.
20 is a shaped sheet without a useless update.
I mean, did it remove a couple of skills again?
I don't know.
Oh, that's
Who
promising.
even knows?
I just know the
Who knows,
checkboxes
yeah.
are all blue, and it's changed, and I don't like it.
What?
Fair.
I think all of my checkboxes are still same color.
Same.
There is
Wait.
a reason why I don't use the character sheets in this game.
If you go to the top, what version number does it say you have, Bauer?
19.3.
Yeah,
That's what I got.
same. And I think it's been like that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's blue. It was blue last week, and now it's gray.
Huh.
Okay. Last time I was here, it was still gray.
It still hovers over blue.
Yeah, the text goes blue when I hover, but oh my god. Yeah.
Well,
It sounds like it's
roll
got
20 is being stupid.
What is
That's,
anything
you know,
anymore? What is
just-
time? What is...
just another part of the experience.
Exactly.
Roll 20 is being stupid. Yeah. Anything else that we haven't?
It's just this sheet that gets a bunch of random useless updates.
Well, yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anything else from the last couple of weeks that might merit a mention in the recap?
Eamon was going shopping for us if you needed anything.
Yes.
Oh, the overall news is shit's fucked.
Yes.
We spent some time getting the world news, and like everything that can go wrong is going wrong.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No, so we did as we usually do and made everything better.
Yes.
Well,
actually, that's one of the decisions we have to make. Is okay, which problem do we want to deal with?
Mm-hmm.
With ultimately, I think the reality being whatever one we deal with is probably going to be dealt with. Whatever we don't deal with, some NPCs are going to have to try and deal with. So.
Yep.
with varying degrees of competence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So I
you
feel
heard
like
of
it probably merits the proposition that even if we are badasses, I don't know that we're badass enough to take on a continent-sized Tarask. Maybe we should bail.
Okay, bye.
Just putting that out there.
There's an entire university of wizards who are focused on that particular problem.
Mm-hmm.
Not for the least reason is they're directly in front of its mouth.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine. Everything is fine.
But if the argument is let's let them handle that, they seem to have the best chance of dealing with that. I can't tell you you're wrong.
I mean, that wasn't exactly my argument, but okay.
You're just saying a whole lot of yeah, no?
I'm just saying, I don't know if we can handle this. I'm not saying the wizards can.
Also, I'm not sure that constitutes an existential threat to the entire plane.
Ish. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Wait.
It's a continent-sized Tarask, but it can only go so far.
I think I just had an idea of how to deal with the Tarask.
Oh?
All we need to do is divert its attention towards the Primarch.
Hey! But no.
I mean,
yes,
one of
but
them
no.
ends up dying, and I don't really care which one.
Yes, but no, only because the Opal Enclave is also on that continent. So Christone is like, nope.
It'll take the Tarask a while to get there. We can go there with the ship and help them escape. Set them up somewhere new.
Technically, I can tree stride, but... They would probably not be quite as up for that.
Maybe not be quite so happy that you turned the Tarask towards their home.
Exactly.
I mean, we didn't turn it
Ward,
specifically towards their home. We turned it to, like, their neighbors.
You're becoming the dirty pair of this thing, like massive casualty causing. That's no one's fault in particular.
No. To be fair, the massive casualties are coming somewhere.
Yeah.
Like we are not responsible for the massive casualties here.
Exactly. That's why it's a dirty pair event. It's a massive casualty causing event. That's no one's problem. No one's fault in particular. It just kind of happened.
Although, yeah, summoning Kay and Yuri does seem like a reasonable proposition at this point.
Exactly, yes. That'd be fine. Thank you for
Sorry, summoning who?
He's too young for a dirty pair.
Way too young. That's like an 80s, 70s anime.
They made a 90s version, I think.
It's ongoing, but...
Yeah.
Dirty Bear?
Yeah, Dirty Pair Flash was the 90s version, I think.
Classic anime.
Classic weeps, high five!
Bear or pair?
Here, Pair. As in, there are two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that.
Yeah, Dirty Pair Flash was in mid-90s.
Oh, I just looked it up. I recognize the images, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, same.
I've only seen Flash.
Where are all their clothes?
80s anime, my friend. Those are all their clothes.
That's why
Also,
90s had a
did you
little
not,
bit more.
Like, hear the name?
Yeah, okay, fair.
Like, I don't know what
I
you
don't know what I expected. But, like,
Good music, though. Good music.
Whatever. Today I had a new entry into my anime knowledge.
I try. I'm still game to watch the Slayers now.
Yeah.
You really need to watch Slayer,
Oh,
dude.
he is. He is.
Yeah, it's good.
I need to watch
I'm
Slayer.
halfway
Yes.
through it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm like, well,
He's
I'm halfway through the first
next.
3 seasons. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on episode 38 or 39. I don't know. Funimation will tell me.
He's been live
after
DMing
this
it to me.
game.
It's been so fucking nostalgic. Anywho.
Anyhow.
Sorry.
We've
We've derailment.
we haven't even finished recap. Oh yeah. The conclusion was reached by members of your party that the mumbly old guy is actually the 3rd creator god of Yualia.
Fucking Haitius.
By some things that he said to Dickeroy.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. And he
People don't know what Bauer is.
what?
Maybe
People
someone know what Bauer is.
Bauer.
Oh,
That is like
you could have.
Wait, I think I got it. He's one of the fragments of the cleric guy. What's his name?
Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan.
That is a new theory, but it is unfortunately incorrect.
Damn, it would have been so good.
Bauer's obviously
Like-
the forgotten 3rd part of the dirty trio. That's how he fixes things with his face.
Yeah, I think that's all. I think that's everything, though. I have. Haitius has been revealed. Tarask is coming. Nutangi attacking Kijin Kingdom. Rod attacking Visharad. Zaylan. Ramus currently gone. Yeah. I think that's all the high points.
Oh, yeah, that was something we missed. Ramus is off on a journey collecting himself.
Yep.
He's finding himself. Literally.
Quite literally.
Very literally.
What's up with
Would that be
everyone having
Um,
multiples of themselves? Why?
Well, okay. The thing with Ramus is, you know how he was popping up randomly before you guys freed him from his time prison? He's still popping up randomly in times now from when he was in the prison,
Yep.
despite having been released. So he's going to find his own pop-ups and talk to them.
Right, but we also have somebody told us that in about 2 weeks' time he stopped showing up.
Yeah.
Ramus
Anywhere.
told-
Yeah.
And I'm sure
How
that
does
has
he know?
nothing to do with us putting the sword in his time prison.
I'm sure it has
Yeah.
nothing to do with the, like, 5 different world-altering events that are happening in around 2 weeks' time.
So
from when
all
he
we
said
know
that.
is the defecation and ventilation in approximately 2 weeks' time, but we don't know which defecation or which ventilation.
Uh-huh. That's a
Okay.
very PG way to put it. Yeah. All right.
Fortunately, fucking off of this continent, this plane entirely is not yet an option.
I mean, plane shift is a thing. You guys have a tuning fork to off-world. Even if reading further into Planescape, I realize I shouldn't have did that, but you know,
But you
whatever.
Gone done did it.
I did. Gone done did it.
You had
Truly, I am the worst. Oh yeah, Bauer, if you want anything on the shopping trip, throw it in downtime activities, and we'll handle it as it comes. Otherwise, we're actually going to start with the brief little thing that would have happened before Mumbly Old Guy went to talk to Diggeroy, but Bauer wasn't here. So, Bauer, presumably drinking his troubles away below deck somewhere, you hear a mumbly old guy voice from behind you. Well, hello there.
Well, hello again.
Tell me, young man, do you know what you want yet?
I want something.
Do you want anything? Have you found your purpose yet?
Can't say that I have.
Well, it matters little. It'll happen one way or the other. And I'll be there to play with you every time.
Can I ask a question? What will happen eventually?
You'll find your purpose.
Will you tell me when I do?
I won't have to tell you. You'll know.
Okay.
He gives a little, like, toodaloo wave and fucks off. He disappears into a cloud of mist. He teleports away. He teleports back up on deck, drops some vaguely ominous words on Diggeroy, and then fucks off once more. All right. So, Eamon, you have everything you need from Aventine. Realm will teleport circle you back to the ship. I'll just give you a brief lift back via ship teleportation circle. Kristona can also make her way back. Minot can hook you up. And everybody has returned to the ship with approximately T-minus 1 week till shit hits fan.
Also, one other thing I want to do
Yeah.
every day while we're here is scry on that Nutangi again.
Okay. You have a piece of it, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, and Chris, we found out that the Warforged do in fact have souls.
Oh, nice. Also, there's something about some fancy sword I got.
I don't remember that.
You do not acquire a fancy sword. We found the Pirate King sword,
Mm-hmm.
which is a fragment of Gamir,
Mm-hmm.
like Metadam or whatever. The Kraken was using it by sticking it in its head.
Or vice versa, technically. It was using
Yeah.
the Kraken.
Whatever. When the Kraken died, there was a floaty sword, and eventually we figured out. It took like an hour to figure out what to do with it.
Yeah, put it in a force cage for a while, and then we had to figure it out.
But eventually
this
we
was-
did, and we had Ramus do time bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I had a sentient sword companion, or I guess we all had a sentient sword companion for a week, and then it was gone before I got back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That
sorry.
sounds right, yeah.
I'm with you now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Nutangi off plane is probably still better than it being on plane, but with us being able to spy, so that's fine.
It means whatever it's up to, it's not done yet.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we need to summon Captain Planet to deal with all these different elemental shit that's going on. We got Earth bullshit, we got ocean bullshit.
You haven't seen the wind bullshit yet.
Oh yeah, I'm expecting that one.
I'm not sure what the heart bullshit's gonna look like.
The Tarask. He could speak
It
to
does.
animals.
It does have a very big heart. Lots of heart. Just miles and miles of heart.
All you really need is heart.
All right. So, about a day or two after everybody's back from Aventine, as you all are down to rest for the night, you all awaken in what appears to be some sort of weird group dream, where you are all there in your regular attire. Nobody is wearing crazy dream shit unless you super want to be wearing crazy dream shit.
By regular attire, just to clarify, do you mean like our armor or our pajamas?
Whichever.
Like the Eamon has one of those like old guy like Scrooge outfits with
Like
the long
nightgowns,
hat
yeah.
and nightgown.
Yes.
God, yes, he absolutely does. That's canon.
Yes.
Yes. It is.
Good.
All right. You're there in your weird, in your Scrooge. I almost wanted to say Scrooge McDuckian.
What do you mean weird?
Perfectly
You're there.
normal,
You're there in your Scrooge McDuckian pajamas. Because for some reason Scrooge McDuck came to me before Ebenezer Scrooge.
That's fair.
And everybody else is there in just either ordinary clothes or sleepwear. All right. Is this thing working? Yep, working. All right. Greetings, meatbags. And Zaylen, where a skeleton appearing to very much be like him, appears in front of you.
What now?
Well, you're getting to be around the point of power where I have to warn uppity little shits like you. Not you, Eamon. You're cool. You don't have to listen to this. You can go back to sleep if you want.
I'll listen in.
All right. So, here's the deal. I know you're on some... He waves his hand dismissively. Save the world. Nonsense. Things are happening. You're convinced that they're going to destroy everything you know and love. Blah, 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 blah. However, I don't give a shit. The rules still stand. You touch power of the level above what you have now, you have two options. You can either beat me in a fight or die screaming, trying. Are we clear?
Understood.
Good. Eamon, how's the wife?
Oh, as well as could be expected at the moment. Kingdom's under attack and all.
Fair enough. Send her my regards.
I will.
As for the rest of you little shits, be careful how much power you grab for. I like this world. I don't want to see it broken. Don't break it.
Isn't it already in the process of being broken?
Eh. Oh. Frankly, I think you might have what it takes. But the laws are the laws. Even I have to follow some of them. Like, he's kind of speaking as if this is a formality that he's going through. Laws are laws. Some of them, even to me. That means I gotta give you the talk. And I gotta either kill you or test you when it comes time. That part's up to my judgment. And oh, what fun it'll be.
If you can.
Sorry?
Tell me if you can. This is to Zalen. Obviously, you don't want us breaking the world in the attempt to save it. That kind of defeats the purpose. But are you worried about the world getting broken at all right now?
Not now. Even if it does. Even if it does, almost everything I have is in demiplanes now. It's amazing how much labor undead slave, or how much stuff undead slaves can move in a very short period of time. Are you worried about the world breaking?
I mean, a little.
He gives you kind of he gives you like an appraising look as you answer.
Less now than I was a few minutes ago.
Why is that?
Well, you have in some ways more to lose than us, and you're not worried.
That's because I can leave a lot easier than you can.
Blinks at that.
Hell. Oh, leaving is about the only way that I can. This place breaking is about the only way that I could actually be free, come to think of it. Doesn't matter. I've laid down the law.
Understood.
He gives you a little wave and steps out of the dream, leaving all four of you just kind of awkwardly there in a lucid dream with each other.
So, how do we go back to sleep?
We are unsure. We are unsure if we are sleeping now. This is all very circular. We were going to say we are unsure if we can sleep, given all of this, but we are already sleeping.
Oh, don't worry too much about it. He has that conversation with everyone at a certain point.
You have already received it?
Yes.
We have two.
That is true.
So this is just a reminder.
Why does Zalen trust you so much?
Oh, well, I've already been through this. been tested and all.
Tested how?
Sorry, 1 second. Looking up. I'm pretty sure I actually fought him.
Well, secondly, I don't need this when we're talking in a dream, so there we go.
Yeah, it would have involved
Yeah.
a much more difficult maze and then actually fighting him.
Yes. So yeah, Eamon and Alice actually went through his trials and fought against him. And passed.
Well, good for you. If we need to do any potential universe-breaking magic, we'll go to you first.
All right. You guys just unless everybody give me a quick Arcana check, just for shiggles. Oh. Mm-hmm. Well, Diggeroy and Eamon both eventually figure out how to kick themselves out of the dream. Eamon before Diggeroy.
Drop the call.
Leaving just Bauer and Kristona in this awkward waking dream until they wake up.
Anyone got any cards in this dream?
It is a dream. You could make cards.
Power just starts flying.
Bauer succeeds in flying.
They just start setting up like a huge like caucus type setup with all these different spores, just having a very long conversation about what just happened. It's very much the yelling of Parliament. And Bauer just flying above head and doing a barrel roll.
You succeeded in doing a barrel roll. This is your dream. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. You spend some time in the waking dream and eventually awaken.
Everything is always so complex.
Go above deck.
Deck is always a fun place to be.
Mm-hmm.
That is for sure. Alrighty. Yeah, Diggeroy is piloting. What are Eamon and Bauer doing while they're on ship? In voyage. In flight. That's the word I'm looking for.
Probably learning about the ship, helping out magically as needed.
Alright.
I would say trying not to be bored, but helping out if and when I can.
Alrighty. God, 1 sec. I need to mute another Discord server so that it shuts up while we're playing. God damn it, guys. Stop talking about things. I'm trying to do other shit. Alright. Eamon spends a reasonable amount of time getting acquainted with Sophia then, as well as Realm while you were on the ship. Similarly, Bauer, you spend a bunch of time having Realm or having Realm talk at you. I can only assume. And incessantly bugging you as to whether or not you found any pretty girls on your voyages to go with your pretty boy. All right. Ba-ba-da. So, I need everyone who would possibly be on deck to make me perception checks, please, as you continue to sail onwards. About 3 days from the... I think your foresight's done, Diggeroy.
Yes.
So we got a 24 instead.
Yes.
Nope, we still got the
No,
25.
he still got the 25. I'm just throwing that on there. 23, 25, 23, 8. Yeah, this was not a hard perception check. It was like a 15. So I'm just gonna move you guys over to here. You can drop your tokens wherever you might be on the above decks portion of the ship.
Oh, fun.
The Warforged are here to say hello. Oh shit, I forgot he was revealed. Well, whatever. He's there. Whoops. Whoopsie.
This is fine.
You see a familiar-looking, horrible bat-like creature swooping up towards you guys from beneath the clouds as you voyage. And below you, through a gap in the clouds, you see an enormous tail sticking up and waving around with a very, very large stinger attached to the end of it.
Fun.
Do you know this fellow?
Do we? I don't.
Jeff does not recall.
This guy?
Yeah.
You have fought him once before.
Yeah, he was the crazy thing that was attacking the ship. I remember, but Eamon hasn't met him yet.
I know we've had like Nutangi in the sky before.
It's been a while since you've seen that guy. This is also not flying. It's extending up from the ocean towards you.
Oh, fun!
I would like you all to please roll initiative. Good news, guys. Today you finally get to decide whether the female of the species is deadlier than the male.
Oh, shit.
Yay.
That's a Nutangi, Kayla.
I am short one.
Yeah, sorry, 1 second. Had to fix something on the sheet.
Wow. That's a lot of reasonably high dex. Oof. God damn it, Death Gaze. Why do you suck? Alrighty. So, Diggeroy. There's a big fucking undead bat bastard swooping in it. Oh, Chris, great timing. There's a big fucking undead bat bastard swooping towards the ship, and a what looks like a Nutongi tail sticking out from underneath the clouds.
Yeah.
What do?
Well, I mean, if it's coming for us, do these cannons work? Can we fire them?
Hell yes, they do.
Hold on.
Hmm?
I will.
It's currently Diggeroy's turn.
Is it?
Yeah, Diggeroy rolled a 24 on initiative,
Oh yeah.
and we have not. You'll which, sir?
Second.
Hey, turn you up.
On
Aha.
the bat.
Nice.
Make an Arcana check. I'm gonna give you this real quick. Okay, you're reasonably sure that is some sort of horrible undead monster.
Okay. Are undead immune to paralysis?
They're specifically immune to hold person, or to hold monster.
That's true. It does say no effect on undead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking for it. It's like it's choose a creature. Okay, doesn't say in there. Da-da. Creature make a save. Well, keep looking at the description. Okay. And I will do something different. Do that one instead.
Okay. That should.
Just barely catch it.
You are correct. It just barely does. So you got the cage around Death Gaze. He looks very annoyed by this. Ah, dope. Dope. That means you're off the wheel. All right. But you point at Death Gaze and immediately form a big ass fucking force cage around him that stops him from moving any further. Or
Alright,
getting
then
closer to the ship.
I'm sorry?
Or getting closer to the ship.
Yep. And then I'll run back to the wheel and go full throttle.
Alrighty. I hate that I told you to take Force Cage sometimes.
I probably would have grabbed it anyway.
Fair.
What's that meme where like the guy has the gun and he shoots a thing and it's somebody else's fault?
How dare you make me do this?
Yep.
Eric Andre.
Thank you.
Alright. You are back upon the wheel. Anything for your bonus action?
Not this turn.
Okay. Oh, I've never seen it in GIF form.
Oh, it's not the full gift.
You
I
still
thought it would
don't.
be.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
unfortunate.
I was trying
I'm
to.
disappointed.
Alright.
Fine.
Eamon, you are up.
So let's see. Undead thing got taken care of. Now we just have the Nutangi. Did I get that correct?
Yes,
Tongi
there is
tail.
a-
Has a loose
big
cage,
ass-
so it still cast spells.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, like we're gonna be traveling past this thing pretty quickly, I assume.
Yeah. So for at least an hour, getting away is trivial.
I just like think
Cool.
that since it was flying the force cage around, it just like smacked its thing on the side and just said "fuck."
All right then.
Flat.
Fuck.
Bonus action. Oh shit, that needs to be within 30 feet. How close is this thing?
Not 30 feet.
Damn it. All right. Well, that's rude. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and Eldritch Blast it.
Okay, 27 and 20 will just barely hit. The 17 will not.
All right, so it'll be 22.
Alrighty. You leave a couple of small dents in the Nutangi's tail. It's reaching pretty far up, though. It's not a very big dent for such a big thing.
Yeah, well, do what you can with what you got.
Fair enough. Alrighty. Beor.
I would like to command fire a broadside at it.
Yes, get it.
Command fire broadside. Alright. Alrighty. So you take a cannon, you point it towards the Nutangi, and you hit the button on the end of it, and a big fucking bolt of lightning arches out towards the Nutangi. And I need you to roll me 10d6, please. Alrighty. It takes a solid 28 damage from the lightning bolt and looks very unhappy about it. Or it would if you could see its face. But alas, its face is down somewhere in the ocean, and you are in the clouds.
So what you're saying is it needs to actually get its head in the clouds.
You can certainly try.
That's all I had for my turn, though.
Alrighty. So, on its turn, it's going to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Bower it is. It's going to swipe its tail out towards you, complete with enormous stinger. For a 32 to hit.
I think that'll barely hit me.
Cool. And make me a con save, please. Oof.
I'm going to retry that one.
Okay. That'll do it. For a solid 30 damage, as it gets you with one of the spikes on the tip of its tail and stabs past some of your armor, but you manage to fight off the poison. And then a big fucking spout of water erupts from beneath the clouds and slams into the ship. Diggeroy, I need you to make me a dex check with proficiency.
What kind of damage was that?
Piercing, non-magical.
One moment, please. Roll20 randomly closed my character sheet.
It's okay. Roll20 is a bitch.
Add to that 3 more, 16.
16. Bum, bum, bum. Ah! What the fuck? Somehow I managed to open your character sheet by accident. It just... Come on, man. Regardless, 16 is enough to not let the ship be completely flipped. But it starts rocking pretty heavily before Diggeroy can bring it back to level. I need everybody on the deck to make me an acrobatics check, please.
I'm just going to pass that.
You unfortunately cannot legendary resist. Cannot legendary resist a check.
Well, shit.
All right, Eamon is fine. Most of the Warforged are surprisingly fine. Bauer, you get yeeted against the railing. You are not yeeted completely off because Diggeroy did pretty well on his ship handling. Cristona is yeeted to the railing. Eamon is yeeted almost to the railing and is only stopped by running into Cristona.
Oof.
And Diggeroy is also thrown to the railing from his spot at the the wheel. That's
Helm.
the word I'm looking for. The helm. Yes. Thank you. So Cristona, you are half hanging off the ship right now. After this asshole hit your ship with a water spout. What do?
Aha, good question. Let's see. Well, let's make sure nobody just gets completely yeeted. So let's summon some pixies and get some fly on some people. So all of us and for the Warforged.
Okay.
Bauer sad face.
Oh shit, right. Bauer can do it. It's a 5 of the Warforged. I already knew
Okay.
that.
And I just realized I forgot to add them to the tracker. We're just going to do them all in one clump.
Oh hey, we have 5 Warforged that don't seem to be direct casters, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. All right, pixies are out. Anything else?
Gonna symbiotic. No, that's a fucking action. Damn it. I'm gonna spectral armor and get the heck away from the railing here and fly probably over here to get a better sense of this thing. See if I can look
Okay.
down, like... That's all we can still see through the cloud cover. Or I guess the water, technically, in this case.
Well, no, it's cloud cover. You look down, it extends way the fuck down. You can see some of its antenna poking up as well. But it does seem to be slightly rising towards you guys.
It's coming closer. Focus on getting us away, Diggeroy.
On it.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. That takes us to this gazy boy. He is going to try. He is going to try and probably fail to teleport out. And that will fail as he attempts to teleport out, but has shit charisma.
Yay!
Even with good roll, you need better than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it turns out undead aren't very charismatic people, especially not giant flying undead bat creatures.
That's surprising from what I know of the lore of those things.
Sorry?
It's Nightwing, right?
No.
Yeah. It's a little surprising given what I know of the lore of them. But it is.
No, I don't know what Nightwing you're referring to. At the beginning of its turn, before it does that, though, I guess Aemon. It will fix its hollow-eyed, skull-faced gaze on you. You may choose to avert your gaze from it. Or you can try and make the Constitution saving throw that it's about to hit you with.
This is the skeleton thing? Yeah, I'll just look at the Nutangi.
Okay, if you're averting your gaze, let me pull up the fucking thing for it. Basically, if you're averting your gaze, you have disadvantage on attacks until you unavert your gaze.
Disadvantage on all attacks, or just disadvantage on attacks against it?
All attacks, I believe.
Okay, then I'll make the save.
Give me 2 seconds.
Like, it feels weird that looking in literally the opposite direction imposes disadvantage.
Yeah, it's
on
true.
attacks against things in that direction.
Never mind. Yes, you are right. You can look the opposite direction and not have to deal with its namesake attack. It already failed to save to teleport out, which takes us to Diggeroy. Gonna move this boy to back there because that's more representative of where he fucking is at this point. Ah, fuck.
Ah! Fuck.
I'm fine with getting that close.
As long as it doesn't have the weird arms.
Means you can start
What
meleeing
about that close?
it. Means I can start meleeing it.
Or that close?
Ah!
I can hit it.
Means I can start meleeing it in the eye.
I will send the command down to the engine room for full throttle.
Alright.
Or what?
I'll say it's a bonus action.
Okay.
Bonus action to command the peeps.
Right. And it's within 120, right?
Some part of it is. Definitely.
I will attempt that one.
Alrighty. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Neat. It rolls good. It does indeed roll good.
Hot damn.
Damn. Well, he takes half damage, so 12 points. Meh.
Meh!
That'll be that turn.
Alrighty. The full throttle will be ready at the beginning of your next turn. They're going to make ready a button that you may then push upon the dash of the ship. You get to hit the big red button.
Woohoo, Nitro Boost!
Woo!
Yeah, basically. Takes us to Bauer. Bauer, what do?
I'll go back so that I can fire another broadside.
Okay, that one is not reloaded. There is, however, another cannon just down the ship from you.
I'll fire this one then.
Push the button, Bauer! Roll 10d6. It does manage to make it save against this. You are not rolling great for these, unfortunately.
That's really sad.
It's a lot of twos.
Yeah, but it's coming about just shy of average.
Okay.
And I'm being very consistent.
For 10d6, that's not
60,
average. For
so half of
10d6.
that. Half that would
No.
be 30.
Average for a d6 is 3.5. Doesn't matter.
Maybe 30. Yeah, pretty close.
Lead
Well,
is
not.
Oh, you're right. Wow. The fuck is it that?
I mean, I can. This is probability is a big chunk of what I do. I can take you through how that works if you want at some point. But you're also fighting a big fucking monster.
Oh, I know why it is. Okay, never mind. It's yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Big fuck. Speaking of, unless you have anything to do with bonus action, it's the big fucking monster's turn.
I shall tell it will feel good. It will probably taste good once we can fry it up like a giant shrimp.
Like a jumbo shrimp.
Yeah.
It either does not hear you or does not respond. It is unclear which.
That is all.
Alrighty. That takes us to said big fuck off monster. Cristona is now the closest one to it. So, hi, Cristona.
Hi.
Ah, fuck.
Ah!
It's going to move slightly closer and try and slap you with its big fucking tail.
New tongy bitch slap.
For a 26.
Yep. Oh, wait, is that considered magical?
Yes.
Okay, so never mind. The spectral armor doesn't matter.
For 22 damage.
Okay. Then I gotta do my concentration check.
I sure hope you don't fail it, because you're not on the ship right now.
Yeah, I was dumb. I do have Warcaster though, so let's go. Get my advantage going. Let's go. Come on. Yay.
Yeah, you're fine. You are fine, just barely. Alrighty. And it's going to. It's going to take another tail slap at Cressona.
Yep.
I need another con save, please.
Uh-huh. One more. Do. Fuck. Oh no.
Cressona begins to fall.
I regret nothing. I regret something, technically.
Make a deck save to see if you can hold on to the edge of the thing. Diggeroy feather falls you. Make a deck save to see if you can grab onto the edge of the. Yeah, sure. You can grab onto the edge of the airship as you are falling, especially with featherfall in play.
I mean,
Featherfall in play.
she also has fly on her, right? From
No,
the
that was
pixies?
from the pixies that were my concentration. So those are gone now. Sorry.
So we no longer have fly. Gotcha.
Yeah.
No.
That's a bitch.
Yeah.
Tis.
Fuck. I should have used my inspiration.
It's almost like I saw a chance to have a slightly more difficult flying encounter now that your ranged DPS is gone.
Fair.
Eamon, you are up. There is a Nutangi. It is effectively within melee range now, at least with its tail.
Ah!
Well, no, because I'm too far away still.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, well, I can at least get there. Bonus action. Hexblade's curse it, because now it's close enough.
Alrighty.
And then we'll Eldritch Blast it again.
Alrighty. 29 will hit. 29 will also hit.
But
18 will not hit.
did not do the repeated damage though. So you need another 20, so 37 total.
Dope.
And that'll be it for me.
Alright. There is now Nutangi blood leaking from its tail from where you've been blasting it all this time and spraying onto the deck.
Someone's gonna have to swap that.
Or prestidigitate it.
Swab.
Swab.
I prestidigitate a little bit at a time. Think.
One of the Warforged will hit it. They'll even get sneak attack because Crestona's right next to it.
Hey! You're welcome,
And not
Warforged.
hated.
The shieldy boys are just gonna set up and prepare to defend their Bowie boys. Boys with bows? Fuck if I know. And the two wizards are going to turn and both launch disintegrates at the tail. And it will fail both deck saves against those.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Ooh.
That should have another 40 added onto it. I was like, why is that so low? There we go. Alrighty. That is their turn. The tail is has a couple chunks blown out of it from the disintegrates, but even with both of those making contact, it's still Still going. Christona,
Yep.
you are hanging off the side of the airship, underneath the Nutangi tail.
Mm-hmm. So let's pull themselves back up to the deck. How much movement would that be?
Say similar to getting up from being prone, half your movement.
Okay. So let's get at least to there. And let's just You know what? I'm gonna cast haste from the staff on myself and then take a swing at it.
Okay. Okay. 31 will hit.
And spectral armor doesn't do anything, so I'm gonna I think that's my turn. I don't really have much for bonus because I'm
pretty sure you can back up without provoking if you want to. I'm pretty sure this thing has more than 5 foot of range.
That's true.
I mean, I could be wrong.
I mean,
yeah, you could be wrong, but you
true.
know, who knows? Maybe the 1,000-foot-long monster has only 5 foot of reach.
Oh, well, I mean, it reached all the way to the sky, so maybe it's out of the end of its reach. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out whether... Shit. Okay, Well, you know what? I'm gonna just cast a healing word on myself at 2nd level, because I might need that.
Alright.
Not bad. And that's my turn.
Alright. Alright. Takes us to our lovely friend with the gaze. Start of his turn, he's going to focus his gaze on Diggeroy.
Not looking at me.
At this point, we're all focused on this Nutangi.
I imagine everybody is. And he's going to super attempt to break out of his force gauge again with a teleport. And he will roll the same thing and fail again. Good job, buddy. Which takes us back around to Diggeroy. Diggeroy, there is now a button pulsing a bright red light on the bank of buttons next to the steering wheel.
Okay, well, real quick before I push that, I'm gonna cast Disintegrate.
Hey!
Okay. On the Nutangi.
Horse. And I think that means it refreshes.
Refreshes on a 6, I believe.
Alright, I need to see if...
Yeah, no, I needed to... No, just the one.
Damn.
I mean, oh no, you didn't get the...
damage, I think.
Alrighty. And he takes full damage.
Right. I will push. Is Cristona like on the ship now? Holding on to something?
All right.
Because I'm pushing a button.
After one thing before you do, after you disintegrate it, a chunk of its tail does fall off and land on the deck. You disintegrated the part that held it onto the that held that chunk onto the body.
Bauer gonna eat it.
Gross.
Now, would you like to push the button?
Push the button.
Push the button! You push the button with great vigor. Because I mean, how many times in your life do you get to just smash a big red button?
Ludicrous speed.
And everybody on the ship, you, Eamon, Bauer, Cristona, the Warforged, are knocked back a little bit from the sheer acceleration as a fucking rocket emerges from the back of the Falcon and ignites.
Ludicrous speed, go!
And you blast the fuck away.
We've gone to plaid. That was awesome.
All right. So you spend about 30 minutes at maximum acceleration before the rocket coughs a little bit and then abruptly cuts off, and you are left cruising along under regular power.
Okay. Damage report.
Kristona's mushroom hat is missing some pieces that got like blasted from the wind as it caught air.
Well, good news. They rolled the garbage for a decent chunk of the damage to it. How do you roll 12 on 40 10s? Bow of the ship is kind of cracked. It looks like it ran into something that was floating in the sky, something reasonably large, which is backed up by the big splatter of blood across the bow of the ship. And so there's some big cracks in the front of it, but nothing that'll stop you from immediately sailing.
Mm-hmm.
But something that would need to be fixed before you did anything like land.
Yeah.
Or land on, or attempt to go underwater. But midships is fine. The masts and sails are fine. Yep. Everything else is cosmetically damaged mostly. Nothing that'll cause like structural integrity. Some supplies weren't, a lot of supplies weren't tethered down.
Remus may be slightly perturbed when he returns.
Maybe.
We'll patch up.
It does. It actually does knock loose one stash that was hidden in the walls of the airship that nobody had found before. Which was apparently carrying a cache of diamonds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Other than that, Realm and Sophia come above decks and let you know we are out of fire elementals to make that happen for the time being.
Okay.
And I cannot summon more without lighting a big fire, and that's a terrible idea to do aboard the ship. So no more emergency speed until we've landed and had a little break.
Okay, well, that's going to depend on how fast we can sufficiently patch up the bow there.
Oh, fuck.
I think there was a bird strike.
You think there was a what, sorry?
Bird strike, which is what they call it when an airplane hits a bird.
Right. Realm and Sophia go to check it out. And Realm looks over at you. Did you hit a whale? It looks like you hit a whale.
Could be a Pegasus strike. I didn't see it.
Bigger
That's
than a
true.
whale.
I assume you were hanging on for dear life like the rest of us.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll do our best to fix this up.
Yeah. I know you will.
Oh boy.
Can you just touch the time coin to the ship?
You can certainly try.
Let's look over this tail piece.
Yeah, you do have a tailpiece on the ship as well, with whatever you want to do with that.
Let's get some. Want to see what I can learn about it from that. Medicine or.
So I'm going to drop you guys back on the battle map real quick just to illustrate something with it. You basically have everything to the left of this line that I've drawn on its tail. So you have a chunk of tail that, for perspective, is bigger than most of you guys. All of you guys put together, in fact. All the Nutangi within this square. That is what you have.
So we've got about 20 feet of tail tip.
You know, famously the best part of all shrimp, of course. Everybody loves the tail tip and all of the deliciousness that's contained within.
So yeah, is there anything I can discern from this? Like medicine? Like what kind of...
It's a big poisonous tail stinger.
Okay, it's poisonous.
Which I realize now I forgot to have you roll con saves for the poison.
Aha!
Hey, roll me 2 con saves. Well, that's a fail. And that is also a fail. You take a 52 damage.
Huh.
As the effects of poison suddenly kick in on you.
Was it? Seems weird. Well, suddenly look not so good.
But yeah, big fucking poisonous stinger on the end of this thing.
I don't think... It can't be poisoned, but it doesn't mean poison damage.
me do not like those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we get any poison out of that tail tip?
Make a survival check.
Do, 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 do. Boom.
You do, in fact, get 2 doses of big fucking poison out of it.
2 doses of Nutangi poison. Oh, yeah. Come on, character sheet. Come on.
I don't care how good the modifiers are. We're never using these sheets again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, gonna get that and just go flop somewhere and rest.
Alright.
Cast a heal spell on her.
Alrighty. Y'all want to do anything else with this big chunk of meat?
I personally do not.
Cute.
No, I'm not gonna do anything. Tail. What was Bauer gonna try eating some of it? Was that what I saw?
Probably not really, considering how everybody was like last time. No, don't do that. It'll end poorly.
And last time you guys tried to eat Nutangi meat, it didn't end poorly, it just ended. All the effects
Because everyone-
wore off.
Well, we never ate it. It was just everybody said it would end poorly, so.
That's true. Oh, yeah, we didn't actually. That was the other.
We could have Christona summon some woodland animals and feed it to them to see what happens.
Yeah, probably not what they do.
How do you say not that kind of druid?
Yeah, definitely not that kind of druid. But they got like we don't even. Do I have any inclination that it might be beneficial, or it's just completely like? Well, I mean, it was full poison, but Fugu is pretty good. But like, have we heard stories?
You've literally eaten it before.
Have we? I thought that was the other thing. Shit.
No.
Oh, right. Right. That was so long ago. Shit.
Yeah.
What happened? I'm trying to remember now.
TLDR, it can give you amazing water powers.
Right.
Or it can just poison you to death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll re-explain that to Bauer.
The bigger the Nutangi, the greater the risk of being poisoned to death. But the greater the water powers you might receive.
How long do these powers last?
Wait, this
unclear.
is like being poisoned as in like I mean, technically I can't be poisoned anymore.
Can you take poison damage?
That's true. It does say, it doesn't say specifically poison damage. It does say you can't be poisoned.
So how long do these last again?
Unclear. You've never seen a Nutangi this large before. Or a female one, for that matter.
I'm gonna do it because I can just say fuck off with my resist.
Sure. Yeah, take a... How are you preparing it at all?
No, I'll just go raw.
Going in raw. I respect that, I guess. You take a big old bite of Nutangi meat. Make me a Constitution save, please. That is insufficient.
I shall resist it then.
Okay. You take a solid 60 points of damage, even after resisting.
Oh, damn.
But for resisting, you don't die, and
Yay!
let's roll on the Nutangi effects.
It's gonna be amazing.
For one this big, you get it for a week.
Ooh.
For the next week, you have just +2 Constitution.
Nice.
I'll take it.
I feel like if I was even gonna try, I'd probably heal up first.
I mean, shit, you can keep it on your fucking deck.
That's true, there's a lot of it.
You have 4 more days until you arrive in the Kizan Kingdom.
I can keep tapping it with my staff and keeping it chilled.
Sure, you certainly can.
Freezer. I'll try the next day if Bauer seems okay. Which he probably seems healthier, considering he got better con.
A little bit.
What? I think last time I used the spell to help me out with that, so yeah, I might do that.
Okay. Which spell?
The nature one that gives me advantage on con and wisdom.
Guardian of Nature?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You apply Guardian of Nature. Make me a con save, please.
Come on. Sheet. Sheet roll. Sheet.
It's having a hard think about it.
It really is.
So, how's everybody's night going?
There we go.
Alas. You do not
succeed on the saving throw against poison.
Oh, at 115.
You
at least.
fall unconscious. Make me a death saving throw.
Okay.
Everybody else witnesses Kristona take a raw bite of the Nutangi and then just pass the fuck out.
Oops, that was not supposed to be advantage, but same.
Okay. One success. Is anybody gonna do anything about the passed out druid on the deck?
Thunk!
I mean, it sounds like if she's making death saving throws, it sounds like she's a bit more than passed out.
Yeah, she's having a bad time.
Like seizures.
With that,
You had thrown a healing word,
Get up.
Kristona.
Heal.
You had thrown a healing word, and your eyes open.
Yeah. Also,
You
is
have
that
a
technically a
couple of-
poison effect, or was it just from damage?
I mean, I can roll the 24d10 if you'd prefer.
That's true. Fair enough. I don't know, it could be safe if you roll shit.
You're technically correct. Also, I did not consider that. Yes, that would technically be a poison effect. Hush. But yeah, Degarai, after you throw a healing word her way, Kristona gets up, has a couple of errant muscle spasms, and then appears to be okay. After a minute or two, you vomit up the piece of Nutangi that you swallowed.
Oh. We very much do not like that thing.
Probably like pick up the piece and yeet it off the yeet it off the side.
All right, you eat the piece of the Nutangi off the side. Anybody else want anything to do with this thing? All right. Well, it's just gonna sit there and rot then, I guess. Unless somebody's gonna throw it off.
yeah, I'll probably give it.
Though we might want to keep like a piece of the exoskeleton or something like that for like location reasons or anything like that going forward if we need to. Just having a piece of it might help.
Location reasons is a delicate way to put it.
Location, scrying.
Alrighty.
The usual noise.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Alright. So, the next day. Is Eamon continuing to scry every day for the white Nutangi? For the ice Nutangi?
Yes. Actually, I'll save a piece of the tail that we disintegrated off and scry on that Nutangi as well.
Okay.
And probably do this twice a day, like once in the morning, once in the afternoon.
Okay. Well, he does make his save against your scrying for once, I'm reasonably sure. But
Just barely, yeah.
but you can tell he is, well, that's, his wisdom save is reasonably high. That's after the -10 from,
Yeah, well, the
fucking-
DC is 20, so
yeah.
pretty
Right,
close
because
to
you-
failing it.
Right, because you have the Archmage cloak.
Yep.
David, you fool.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say that.
Look, I wasn't anticipating having a warlock all of a sudden in the party. But yeah. You do in fact get the sense that he is back on the plane and scryable.
Well, I will try again in 24 hours then.
Alright. As for ya boy, the other one.
Oh, ya
how's
girl.
this wisdom save? This is true. Ya girl. Just barely fails. So you get an image of ya girl swimming through the water of the strait. You get a lot of kind of vague imagery. It's hard to contextualize it with how fucking big she is. Because it's not an exaggeration to say that she's like 1,000 feet long. And so you see things in like a slightly more abstract way than you may be used to seeing them. Like, there's a trio of ships that she flips over at one point, but she doesn't know, but like your field of view is ultimately far enough away that you can't really see any people or specifics of the ships. Like, you swim around islands and notice they're there, but they seem more like an annoyance to the Nutangi. There's nothing above ground really to witness.
Yeah.
She's just completely below ground or below the water.
Maybe we can get the Tarask to fight the Natangi. Sounds reasonable.
I mean, that would be awesome if we could make it happen.
It's truly the spirit of Qui-Gon Jinn. There's always a bigger fish.
But can I tell where it is? Or it's just swimming around
Underwater.
south of the continent?
Underwater.
Gotcha.
Like, there's no... There might be defining characteristics if you spent your life underwater, but you haven't. It's just fucking swimming around underwater.
Okay.
You can keep trying to scry to see if it surfaces somewhere that you might be able to recognize. But for now, underwater.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'll scry a few times a day on each of them, or at least try to. But yeah, I don't really expect anything super important to come up.
Righto. Okay. The other thing that occurs on the next day, you get a sending from your boy, and it is a boy this time, Professor Gearhart.
Oh, hey.
You were asking for divinations when you were in Aventine, Eamon.
Yep.
So, a very tired gnome sends to you. Gyard, the Tongi are coming back from the fucking plane of water. Looks like... Oh... I'm sorry, the last try nearly killed me. They're coming back, and because everybody's distracted from the Tarask,
It looks like they're going to try and basically claim more territory for Gamir. Like a bunch of clericy assholes who are also giant fucking shrimp. God, this is why we don't let the fucking clerics in Aventine. They're all assholes.
Sido could be so offended right now.
The rest
it's,
of
a good,
yeah, I got it.
it's a good thing you're not Slytheoka anymore.
Yeah,
Despite
yeah.
my misnaming you.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, can't tell much. Future is hard. Some asshole keeps fucking with my divinations, too. Fucking Gamir, probably.
Mm. I mean, I'm still of the opinion that, short of trying to lead the Tarask to fight one of our other enemies, we should deal with the Natangi instead of the Tarask. That's my vote.
It's definitely a sound point of view.
I mean, it's totally up to you guys what shitstorms you deal with and which you don't.
I'm gonna go back to sleep. It just woke up. And I'm gonna need to sleep.
Poor professor.
See you if I survive. Bye.
Then the last bit of the sending cuts off with a couple of snores before it runs out of words.
Poor gnome. He deserves a raise.
Well, I mean, if he does die, I can give him one.
Ooh. A+. Take inspiration for that one.
Kill it, a necromancy joke.
A+. Ready. So, with this new and fucked up information, plan remains the same?
What even was our plan?
That is a good question that I find myself asking every time.
A strong word for it, but we were going to head down to the kingdom and help them.
What is this plan word?
Well, if that's our plan, I'm down for that.
Hmm. How much of a plan do we have at the moment?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, man.
Who even knows?
Yeah, no,
Not really
I think that's a good
explaining
plan.
to people.
Help out the kingdom, slaughter some Nutangi, and then once they're dead, we can possibly even reanimate the Nutangi and then just go throw undead at the Trask until it falls over. Or until it eats all of the undead, which is probably the more likely scenario. But then it'll be fat and sleepy.
Thoroughly poisoned.
Hopefully,
Who
we'll be able to
knows?
fill it up with undead, and we'll be good.
Is a Tarrasque immune to poison?
I mean, technically not.
Feed it enough. Yeah, hold on to that tail.
Oh god. The idea of you trying to reanimate a Nutangi is terrifying to me. I hope you realize this.
We need to do it.
See, I figure, the kingdom's become such a haven for necromancy that not only will they try to reanimate big things like that, they'll try to stitch together different undead or different corpses together
Wow.
to create undead chimera.
Wow.
Because who doesn't want to attach a bunch of wings and hydra heads to a whale and reanimate that?
Probably the druid, but to be fair, a druid with a chimera pet, but
You do have a chimera pet.
was it born or was it stitched together by Zaylin personally? Even though it had puppies, it was born, so
yes,
it's not that it's not its fault.
It is a puppy. It was born. You have no idea if it's clearly not a natural animal. You have no idea where the originator of this line came from.
Yeah, but the baby was not part of that. It's not its fault. It was born like any other creature.
Is it really the fault of the horrible undead chimeras that they exist?
It's the fault of the ones that control them, which I'm pretty sure you have to control your undead to get any viable use out of them.
It depends on the undead. Usually,
depends
yes.
on the definition of viable use as well.
Yeah, if you raise a monstrosity in the middle of an enemy army and then just let it go ham, that's viable.
That's how you use war elephants.
There. As long as you kill it afterwards.
Wait, so that's better about if it's okay to play God as long as you kill it afterwards?
You gotta maintain that life and death balance. It can't live forever now suddenly.
Well, yeah, no, you let it die because you see the flaws in it, and that way you can create an even more monstrous one next time.
Just keep iterating until you have the perfect unstoppable death machine, and then it destroys the world because you can't actually stop it.
Is this how we get Horizon Zero Dawn? This is how we get to Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm pretty sure.
That's not inaccurate.
Roll new characters and have a new campaign.
Honestly, I'd be down for that. Horizon Zero Dawn was fucking sweet.
I can't wait for the next one.
Me neither, man.
That trailer, chef's kiss.
I haven't even seen it yet. I need to. Regardless.
What we doing?
Thing 92 to improve.
Because that's an organized group of people with assets that we could possibly use. still gonna say that I think that's the best way to go.
Yeah.
All right. Thing number 92 to improve. Find a way so I don't have to wonder, all right, what the fuck's you guys' plan every like 5 sessions?
All this new
But
stuff
all
kept
right.
cropping up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's fast forward a couple of days, shall we? To the beginning of shit hitting the fucking fan.
Okay.
Excellent. At one point, the Sadok Eamon. At one point, when you are scribing, the big Nutangi does in fact resurface.
Okay, can I tell where?
Make a survival check. Or a intelligence check. I assume you don't have
Better at
like
intelligence.
cartography.
No. I'll call Diggeroy. Get him to look at it too.
Okay. Make a intelligence with proficiency, Diggeroy?
See if I can do this. That is my intelligence with proficiency skill.
Alright. You also, well, actually, you've actually been you've actually been to this island before. It is the lovely island of Ringstead Scary.
Which one was that?
Right next to the Visherad.
Right next to the Visherad. Cool. You also get scrying sites on the or scrying sightings on the White Nutangi twice. I should really stop calling it that. The Ice Nutangi twice. As it appears to be swimming somewhere the first day where you spot it, with several similar looking Ice Nutangi in tow.
Oh god, there's more of them.
Well, we knew that.
2 more of them.
Well, I mean, more ice Nutangi specifically.
Yes. There are 2 with the, in addition to the one you already have met. Sorry, there was an ant crawling on my leg. Yeah. Both days you end up just getting sights of him swimming. This one actually does have to be a fucking... Make a intelligence check with proficiency if you have nature or history.
I have history.
Okay, make a history check. Cool. You watch them for long enough, and they're going more or less consistently in the same curve, that you recognize them turning... They're basically turning left at the side of Aventine. Or at the side of Avalon.
Okay.
And heading south. Southbound on the tidal currents, heading towards the Kijin Kingdom.
Okay. So multiple Nutangi hitting the kingdom a giant Nutangi hitting the Vishrod, and a Trask hitting Aventine. Fun.
Yay!
But no disrespect to Eamon, but Diggory is slightly more attached to Sherrod.
It's not currently at the Vishrod, it's just next to it. It's poking its head onto that place where you guys fought that vampire heart that Sadok one shot.
Fun.
I mean, so my thought process is, we deal with the kingdom. The Warforged can hopefully hold that thing off, like just play defensively, long enough for us to finish up in the kingdom, head to the Vishrod and smash it, and then we go to Aventine and try to mop up what's there.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be
Kristana
something
did
left.
mention everyone that Monarch mentioned that they would be fighting stuff, but they're also fighting things underground. So that might be doubled up, depending.
Can we get the Drow to help with that?
They've literally been hiding this entire time from everything going on down there. They would probably need us to be of help.
Well, I mean, again, just defensively, try to hold out for a few days. They don't need to, like, go attacking things.
But they can't communicate with anybody else there, which is why Kristana went.
Yeah, but I mean, Kristona can still tree stride over and teleport back. Like, we still have a day or two.
That's true.
A day, basically.
Yeah.
There is... So you actually are going to be flying over the island where you guys found the airship in the first place on your way into the kingdom. If you needed to sit down anywhere. I'm just realizing that now. But, yeah.
Yeah, the best I could do is maybe jump over and, if I could communicate with the drow again, try to, like, understand their hand signals and teach them to, like, Monarch or something like that, like, connect.
You're gonna pop over to the Vishrod?
Yeah.
Alright, you transport via plants over to the Vishrod.
Is it worth bringing the Warforged on the ship back to the Vishrod?
Yeah, I can do that.
If they need... Like, if you're worried about the Vishrod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. You bring the Warforged team back. Drop them through the tree into the Vishrod, and step out yourself. You come out to see... You come out to see a great deal of shouting and movement amongst the sharks and the other human peoples of the Vishrod, and the Warforged moving about at great speed, but completely silently.
Okay.
As you pop out into the courtyard of the Vishrod.
Immediately turn to the Warforged that came with her, inquisitively, like, if they know what exactly is going on.
The Binnock and Trinock both look around, and Binnock looks at you. It appears we are at war.
You know that?
We should help them then.
Indeed. Binnock makes what looks like an odd, like, flexing motion with his hands, and you can hear some of his joints pop a little bit as he does, and then starts striding towards the keep and the tunnels underground, And Trinoc follows him after a second. The other Warforged join the hustle and bustle about.
Just gonna take a deep breath, release it, and have like a puff of spores up from the hat, and then start running towards the Viscerod interior to go deal with shit. Probably find Monok, let him know what she's gonna do or try to do, and explain what we're doing at the moment.
Ah, Kristona, we are glad to see you. We are under attack.
We have heard the basics, but may need more information to return to Diggeroy and the others.
The rot creatures have begun their assault.
We were sent to potentially give you the information needed to work with the drow while we and the others are dealing with another issue.
The drow have retreated. They are not present currently. However, tell the overseer. I shall tell him myself. Monok pulls out the sending stone. Overseer, do not fret about the Viscerod. We are Warforged. We will make war. And we will
need
win.
a more thorough report than that.
Do they know about the Natangi yet?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what Kristona's about to express.
Yeah, about your flank.
Could be problematic. However, the whole Viscerod is basically an island built on on top of just a giant set of cliffs. Or the whole fortress is built on just like a giant set of cliffs. There's like 100 feet of cliffs before you even hit like dirt on the actual island. And Monok, just for reference for what Monok's about to say, the cliffs will protect from the worst of it. Overseer, we will engage Captain of the Sharks to distract and harry should it get closer. Regardless, the druids are with us. We may repair the walls as necessary. There is food for mortals and fuel for Warforged. There are materials for further construction. We are well prepared for such an event.
All right. You're confident. We'll go figure out what's going on in this other kingdom, and then we're done there. I'll be right back.
We would appreciate the aid. However, as I have said, we are Warforged. This is what we are built for. Allow us to do it well.
War.
Should tell them about the souls while you've got them on the line.
I was literally Kristona I think Kristona has the thing, so.
Oh, does she have the sending stone to Monok?
No. She has the goggles.
Oh, right.
What's it called? Digoroy can't use them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Are you gonna hand them over to him?
Yeah, once he's done with Digoroy, Christina will be...
You are built, but you may wish to see for yourself the answer to your question.
He'll reach out and take the goggles from you. I appreciate this.
So just give a nod at that. Think for a second.
I may be able to help for a time while we are gone.
Do I know, with what we know about Nutangi, do they have true sight? Do we know?
Unclear.
I don't think we know that.
Yeah, so since it's unclear, before Christina goes, she's going to cast Mirage Arcana on the area and try to make it way more protected and like difficult terrain around the area as possible for anything coming at the island. And also down in the make more difficult terrain.
Up to 1 mile square. Look, sound, smell, and even feel like some other sort of terrain. Okay. Okay. You take 10 minutes. You take 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Cast Mirage Arcane. And so the island itself is a bit bigger than a square mile.
Mm-hmm.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah.
Please don't ask me to exactly scale it right now.
If anything, I could focus it for the stuff going on underground, if that's the case, but I assume...
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sounds
Right.
like the ocean front is already naturally well defended.
Yeah.
It's almost like they built a fortress here for a reason.
Yep. Surprise!
Yep.
Surprise! Right? Funny how that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can head down, you can head below. With Mirage Arcane, you can actually set your, for the next 10 days, you can just give them like a full fucking set of fortifications. Because fucking Mirage Arcane is a bonkers ass spell.
I love it.
Yeah, so you
Even
can
more
literally
fun,
just...
illusion wizard.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
you can literally just make the entire just make a just make a set of illusory fortifications for them impromptu and just turn everything into difficult terrain outside of those fortifications. And basically just make the Warforged a nice temporary 10-day killing field down below.
And also, for early Julius, you can also do antipathy on the rock creatures. Because I feel like they might be less wise than Nutangi at this point.
That's a fair bet.
That would be my help for the next 10 days.
As I head back, creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, become frightened. 60 feet. Okay. And this lasts for 10 days. Okay. So you spend an hour and 10 minutes just casting shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
We'll probably
For
do
rock
it
creature.
on like the target would be something that they'd probably get Garrett's insight in what would be the best central positioning.
Right. Okay.
You can also just do it on an object, like a banner or something, so the Warforged can place it as needed.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That was partly like asking Garrett what would be good for.
Here's the antipathy pebble.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it wherever these fuckers are. Oh god.
Thinking more like a battle standard, but okay.
Warforged don't really have standards.
That's fair.
Actually, you know what? They probably would, just for the sole purpose of like, yeah, this is where we're lining up with your buds. So yeah, sure, you can put it on a standard.
Cool.
Like it's less a morale thing and more just, this is platoon 1, this is platoon 2, or whatever the appropriate unit of organization is.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they start their counting at 0.
That is true. I feel blasphemous for starting at 1.
For fucking nerds.
You say in the middle of a D&D game.
People like my D&D with such nerds.
Right?
Ugh, those fucking nerds. Back in my day, only the coolest people played Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, why you have to hit me where it hurts? Or where it technically doesn't hurt.
I know it doesn't hurt. You have a cold, dead old heart.
It was perfectly fine being an old person.
Yeah, okay. You cast Antipathy on you initially cast Antipathy on a pebble and then stop halfway through and switch to casting it on a banner.
Hey.
You instead take an hour and 40 minutes at
Fair enough. I need to rest anyway to tree stride back.
At the placey place.
Yeah, Monarch should probably save his spells for dealing with the current shit.
Yeah, he's not teleporting you back.
Yeah, no.
You can suffer and find your own way back.
So sad.
Monarch, play Despacito.
I think he opens his mouth just slightly and then just starts playing like a loudspeaker.
It's possible.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Alexa,
All right.
play Despacito.
Your Siri is the best, Diggeroy.
Wait, what? All I heard was that Diggeroy's Siri was... Oh.
Yeah. Got there eventually.
Shut up. It's been a long few days.
I know.
Yeah. Alright. So, eventually you tree stride back after casting your Antipathy spell upon the, upon the banner for, Squad 0. And, we're back upon the, Falcon, headed towards the Kijin Kingdom.
We'll bring Digger and everyone up to speed on what she did and what they know. And assume, like, at least what they know is mostly, what he's already told Diggeroy, but just in case. I'll rest up and try to get my spells back before we deal with more shit. Later, Kayla. Thanks for stopping by.
All right. All right. So, you guys get a final rest before the dawn of the 14th day arrives, where shit well and truly begins to hit the fan. And you arrive at the Kijin Kingdom. Realm and Sophia come to Diggeroy on the dawn of that day. And Realm speaks up. Look, the ship is still broken from when we hit a whale. As long as we don't hit the ground, we'll be fine. The problem is if we hit the ground. So, instead of landing, we're going to need you to just jump out of the airship.
Yes!
I will cast Featherfall on you all. And
Yeah,
we
I
will
have a problem with that.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah.
We have something for that.
I mean, we could all grapple Bauer and then Featherfall ourselves.
That will involve.
I can turn into
Sophia.
a giant eagle.
Sophia, get the arrow shoot.
Wait, now I'm intrigued. I want to hear more about the shoot.
Sophia
Sophia, do the thing.
kind of. Sophia looks at Realm. Why are you ordering me like that? And heads below deck anyways. And comes out with a backpack-sized thing. All right. Look, we're gonna give you this. It's only magical in that we've reinforced it so it doesn't break. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to jump. And then when you get to within like 1,000 feet of the ground, you have to pull this cord. And she points to a cord with a handle on it. And if you do, you won't die.
Okay. How will I know when I'm 1,000 feet?
You'll just have to know.
This
Got
is
it.
Bauer we're talking about.
Or you can trust the magic in the chute to do it for you.
No, manual all the way.
Okay.
Wow. This is fine.
So are you ready? Come on, let's go.
All right. Well, we're going to have to drop you a little bit higher than we will everybody else, unfortunately. Try and steer as best as you can. And don't fucking die.
I make no promises on any of that.
Okay. Just know that if you die, so soon after Sadok did, and Realm gets like as up in your face as she can, despite being 1.5 feet shorter than you, I will not forgive you.
No, I've had that done to me. That is still fucking very what's the word? Intimidating when done correctly.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Don't die or she'll kill you.
I was gonna say you could always do the old shaman feather fall, but I don't know if that would actually work on Bauer.
So I can jump now, right?
Yep.
Away.
Away!
Yeet self offside.
If we got close enough to the ground, we could just drop a rope and climb down.
Too late.
Oh,
Nope, yeet.
Yeet! All right, he's
in the
gone.
back of his mind, he's already planning air assault troops.
Full on X Force. X Force.
Full on fucking ODSTs. Right. Realm looks at the rest of you and says, all right, well, he's gone. Enjoy the Kijin Kingdom. I hear they have very nice black pudding here. And they will descend the ship to around 600 feet. And Realm will look at the group of you expectantly. Go on.
Yeet self off the side.
Yep.
Realm gets you guys with a feather fall. Fucking, how did you get in here? Realm hits you guys all with a feather fall, and you begin to fall over the Kijin Kingdom. Specifically, you begin to fall over the capital on the northern side of the island, Kija. So the first thing you notice as you're falling... Sorry?
Just saying to Eamon, it's very creative.
Look, man, the asshole who named all of these things was not very creative at place names. What can I say?
Also, the assholes who named this place are now dead.
That too.
Yeah, but they're still naming it, doing it badly.
The asshole who named this place is dead, but only inside, not on the outside. It hurts because it's too true. Okay. Moving right along. First thing you notice about Kija is how stony it is. Almost every building, literally every building, in fact, that you can see from the air is constructed out of stone. It is well-maintained, mildly weathered stone, but entirely stoneworked city. As you get closer in and you drop down onto one of the roads, they are well-built paved roads that appear to run throughout the entire city. There's a slight undercurrent of anxiety in the people that you can sense as you drop in the middle of a street. And people are chatting around you as they go about their days. And as you walk, you get the sense though that this is Parrish, you piece of shit. Sorry, there's a fly on my laptop screen. I really want to kill it, but I also don't want to smack the shit out of my laptop.
It's fair.
Just slap the monitor really hard.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea for my broken ass laptop.
No.
Just don't follow through.
Make it think like you're going to do it.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I knew someone who managed to get a bug stuck inside the laptop screen.
Oh my god!
That's
like
impressive.
in like the bottom corner, so like it wasn't that big of a deal, but like, it was a really, really tiny one, like a gnat. So it was only like a couple pixels, but
couple pixels were just gnat. God.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, well that's fun. Digressions about bugs aside, you have the feeling that this would be the Kija would be a pretty happy place if there weren't for this sense of impending doom about the streets. A other than that, it's probably the cleanest and best maintained city that any of you have been to. The Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.
Okay. If you didn't already have inspiration, I would give you some for that too. The other mildly odd thing that you notice about the streets is the armed guards who stand unnaturally still that you pass periodically. That Eamon already recognizes, and the rest of you figure out pretty quickly, given what you saw on his ship, are in fact undead skeletons wearing armor. They're very professionally done. The bones are bleached a nice white color. There is no stink of any remaining meat on them. No undead smell at all. And they watch everybody at once with hollow, empty eye sockets. And you see a pair of them every couple of blocks, outfitted sword, shield, and a bell each.
Bell.
Eamon, recognizing the streets of the city that's been his home for a reasonable chunk of his life, can lead you guys up to a large castle overlooking the city, in which, or out front of which, you meet Eamon's wife. Hey, Eamon.
Yep.
What does Alice look like?
I sent you a picture. Let me find it again.
You did?
Yes. A while
have.
back. When I was discussing.
Oh, yes. Okay, I vaguely remember the picture, but I would seriously appreciate it if you could find it so I didn't have
Yeah,
to.
I just did. I'll
Oh, there it
post
is.
in Discord.
Oh, I know that pic. Nice.
Yep.
Let me move.
Basically
so
the
y'all
inspiration
can
for
see
this
it.
character.
Ah, shit.
Alrighty.
Let me get the picture for.
So, you guys find a human woman with black hair and bright green eyes, who on one half of her body is decomposed, her ribs showing a greenish heart lying completely still, and the other half wearing what looks like a pair of shoulder pads patterned after dragon armor and a long black cloak. And upon her head, wearing a black iron crown with barbed spikes sticking up from it. And she goes to Eamon as the four of you arrive, and embraces him.
Hi, honey. I'm home.
Blink.
I'll make introductions between the party and Alice.
Alice looks up at Eamon and in a voice somewhat lower than the rest of you would expect, says, "Welcome back, Eamon." You should come inside, all of you. We have much to discuss. I received your message a couple of weeks ago. We've been preparing. Unfortunately, it appears what is the term for them nowadays, Eamon? Ah, yes. I believe it's arrogant shitheads.
I resembled that remark.
Who is she referring to?
The
Would I know?
Nutangi.
Oh, yes. Yeah, accurate enough.
That is what we have learned.
It appears that they've beaten you here by a couple of hours. And they've started some sort of assault with the tides.
Troublesome.
Agreed. Let's head inside. We'll talk for a couple of minutes. And then
Of course.
she reaches her hands out in front of her and cracks all of her knuckles with an unsettlingly loud pop coming from one hand, which has no skin on it. I suppose we should take care of business.
That sounds like that would be incredibly satisfying to do.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on that incredibly satisfying note, I think that's where we're gonna stop for tonight.
Nice. Your wife's badass.
Yep.
She is. I'm looking forward to having her fight Anutangi.
Yes.
It's gonna be
That should be fun to watch.
Yes.
it's gonna be a good time.
Sweet.
First time we get to put shiny, epic bullshit against actual fleshy things.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So, welcome to the Kijin Kingdom, the home of the most undead in all of the world.
I'd kind of hope they seem to do okay with them.
Yep.
It stays there. Oh. Cool.
Basically, when most citizens die, they spend a number of years as undead serving kingdom.
That I know that that type of thing pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh man, now I want to play Thess again. Cool. Who had nomination?
Not me.
Assuming Diggeroy or Cristona, one of you.
I think it might be me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it on my sheet and I didn't use it. I was dumb. I was so dumb.
Forget what happened in this game.
Yeah. I gotta give it to Eamon for that bug comment, because yes. Fucking nerds.
Thank you.
Was excellent.
And with that, I will turn off the stream. Thanks for watching, Crunch. Thanks for watching, Kayla. See y'all later.
I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be in whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass, asexual, real 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice order and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice order and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello,